let us over trap beats. The Fixx is saying, ooh. DJ Focus, tell him turn you up. Ooh. DJ Focus, tell him turn you up. Ooh.
Welcome back. DJ Focus, Dice Gamble. You tap back into the Fixx, your source of faith-infused hip-hop, R&B, and poetry. It's time for our spiritual detox. And Dice, we got family on with us, don't we, Dice?
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if they're ready for this one. I'll be honest with you. We talk about legends in the game all the time and people who started doing what they do and set the foundation. And we definitely have somebody on who is just a fantastic artist, producer, writer, mogul. I mean, everything. Brother in Christ, mentor. Someone that a lot of people look up to. And for me personally, it's a huge honor to have him on the show, Focus.
Listen, the one and only, listen, I'm gonna call him Mr. Double Cup. Corey Paul, what up? What up? Mr. Double Cup. Where that double cup at?
Family.
Come on now.
I'm missing my double cup. I'm on the kale juice right now.
Bro, let's go with the juice. I love it.
Yeah, I gotta get the double cup though. Man, that's love. I appreciate that. That intro is just everything.
Come on, man! You be representing. We was joking off air, man. Just talking about, man. I was expecting. Y'all gave me. So let's talk about it. Yeah. First off,
let's do it.
Let's talk off this track that you and Murray got out. So
let's do it.
Y'all gave it that little slow and steady, just a little snippet of it, and y'all gave it that southern twang that we accustomed to. So just talk about the inspiration in even making that song. It's called I Did It, right? I Did It.
I did it. Yes, sir. Yeah. I did it. Oh man, yeah. And that's one of the ones too, because so me and the triple OG Dre Murray, Dre Murray was one of the first Christian rappers I discovered when I came into the game years ago. He had, y'all remember My Lane? This is my lane. Yeah. He had, so I met Dre at South by Southwest. I had my mixtape in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to give my mixtape to Dre Murray. And man, long story short, turns out we from the same hood. We grew up in the same hood. Dre's a little older than me. So he was in high school by the time I got to middle school. We went to the same schools. We went to the same schools from the same hood. Yeah. So we got to talking, and we both grew up like less than 10 minutes from DJ Screw House, the screw shop.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We both grew up there. So we got the memories of seeing the cars wrapped around the building and, my older cousins and stuff being there. So we were reminiscing on that screw culture. And so, when you hear it now, you feel me? Even cats like Drake have made it and Travis Scott have made it, even more global, but that's from Houston, from, DJ Screw. So with the track, our producer Box made the track and he made it for us, you know what I'm saying? And sent it to us. And Dre did the hook. So Dre came up with the hook. And if you listen to the song, the hook is saying, I did it with no Pyrex. I did it with no yellow pills. You know what I'm saying? Representing, Percocets, you know what I'm saying? And so it's saying how I did it with all the negative parts of the culture, and I use the positive parts of the culture. That boy still trill. You know what I mean? So it embodies all of the things that we love about our city and about the culture. And it's just super Houston. The way we rapping on it, the beat, the tempo of it and everything.
We loved it. We reviewed it and have lost our mind on it. It's something about that chopped and screwed. I mean, it was unexpected, but it was like, okay, this is perfect. So, and I love the topic of, you guys just talking about, I did it. You did it a certain way, you didn't do everything like the other way, but I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Congratulations to you guys on that. It's fire.
Thank you. Yeah, y'all, next time y'all talk to Dre, you know what I'm saying? Tell him that y'all need the whole project. You know what I'm saying? We want to do a whole project that got that same sound, that Houston sound with it. And I feel like it'll be crazy.
So now you speaking something up now. So because listen, I text Dre, but see now my mind is rapping now. So this might be a couple of collaborative projects, because I'm thinking like definitely had Dre on it, but I feel like Rex should be on it too as well. So I feel like
Yeah.
y'all put all three of y'all on something and see what God to do. Like that thing
Yeah.
gonna just be off the hook. So just we gonna prophesy that thing. You know what I'm saying? We gonna
Yeah.
put some
Yeah.
next
Mercy.
dice. We gonna put some calls out too.
Do it. Yeah.
Do
Next
it.
calls.
Do it.
Next
Put the
calls.
pressure. You can do it. Put the pressure. Be like,
Pressure
yeah,
on it.
Corey said y'all gonna do
Come on
it.
now, come on.
Right, well, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
The
You
rumor
can.
report
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
Right.
Start
Right.
putting just dropping stuff in the street. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm here for it. I am here
Yeah.
for it, man. Oh my
That's
goodness.
what's
So
up.
ooh, let's talk about where we are with hip hop and
Yeah.
specifically our genre and what we do. Like, how was it when you started, in your opinion, versus
Mhm.
now?
Yeah, man. So, when I didn't know this at the time, and this is just I'm gonna give you my raw opinion. Some other artists may say something different, but so when I was introduced into Christian hip hop, the basic concept around it was you are a Christian, you start doing ministry, and you start doing the ministry, you know, whether that's homeless shelter, whether that's just in the church, whether that's juvenile detention, like you have to actually do something, and
Mm-hmm.
then you're rapping as a part of that. So like when I came up, if I just wanted to rap, the people who, you know, that were my OGs, the Trey Nines and Thizzles and Von Ones and, you know, Derek Miners and all of that, it would be like, well, what else are you doing in essence? You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying they're gonna just ask me like that, but
Right.
if you in the room with them, they really, that's what they doing in their cities. You know what I'm saying? You know, Thizzle, urban missionary, you know what I mean? Like they were doing it. So it was like, oh, that's what you do. Like the music and the ministry kind of goes hand in hand for whatever that look like for you. And so, and you know, and off of that, I had a chance to holler at the homie John Wells from Cross Movement a while ago, like, you know, back in the gap. And he was saying even when they was coming up, the reason why they rhymes was so full of scripture is because it was still at early age of Christian hip hop. So they, for lack of better words, was trying to prove to the church, like, we ain't just no random little rappers, we in our Bible. So it was like intentional, you know what I mean? Now, I think it's generally expected to, I mean, it's generally accepted where you could just rap, you know, like you don't have to, it don't necessarily have to be this like specific message or ministry or anything like that. Like you can be, you know, the artist Lil C, and at your church on your own, you may be doing your thing, but that has nothing to do with your artist life. When you do your music artistically as a Christian rapper, it may just be like feel good music. You know what I'm saying? The same way that like I might work for T-Mobile as my job, installing stuff. You know what I mean? But at my church, I'm doing ministry. You know, like I think that's kind of sometimes the vibe which is different from how I came in. You know what I'm saying?
What's your thoughts on that though? Do you think that's helped or hurt the genre in any facet?
Yeah. So I say that I cannot say that it is like if an artist is doing it, I can't say you wrong, right? Like I don't have personally like a biblical foundation to point that that's wrong, that's not allowed, right? So I may have my preference, but I can't condemn an artist for doing it if they feel like they got their way and they got their plan. Like it's more so of a conversation starter, right? But I will say in my personal opinion that it doesn't help the genre of Christian music, because the thing in my opinion when it comes to anything that is some type of niche or a subset is the intentionality that really turn you up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if me and Focus part of a man's ministry, right? The men's ministry, in my opinion, is gonna be the most lit when we really talking about biblical manly principles. We can't be like, well, you know, this don't really just got to be about being a man. You know, it's just let's just talk about being a human. well, that's cool, but this is not gonna help me specifically as a father and a husband if we're not being direct. So I feel like that's the thing is like, well, why would I listen to you? Why would I listen to a clean version of Future? I'm just gonna listen to Future. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where it's like, nah, like if this is Christian, it need to be Christian. Like it need to be Jesus. It need to be set apart. And even from a just I don't want to say business mindset, but just in a way, like in a media mindset, media that spreads, it even does better for that because it's like, oh yeah, this is for that versus it's like, it's kind of middle of the road.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. I would prefer all in the genre to have to be tortured in the ways that I was. When you were, it was like, how many scriptures do you know? Who you under? Where you go to church? Where your references? What you got on? Take the hat off. Put a skirt on. Like it would. I wish they had to go through it all. I think it builds character, but I can't. I appreciate you sharing that. I do love the freedom, but you're right. Like if you're putting Christian in front of anything, then there's some principles that need to follow. It's not just okay. It's just clean. It's like no.
Right. Yeah. Because especially because music is up for interpretation. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you leave too much gray area, then what are you doing? Right? Like it's too open, right? So I think that when you are specific about what you're doing, because if you think about the time that I came in the game, like like the 2010 era when I came in the game, I didn't know it then. I'm not sure if any of us knew it, but this was doing the peak and climbing time of Christian hip hop, right? Like this was like a red hot period that we didn't fully understand that we were in. But when you go to the core of it, there was an intentionality, right, behind being sold out and being unashamed and being, all of these things. And I think as it started to like kind of want to expand and be more like hip hop, step out of the subgenre and be more just general hip hop, then it just kind of wanes a bit. And then currently I feel like we're kind of as a whole trying to hopefully get back to where it can be more of the wide, not notoriety as in numbers, but notoriety as in, hey, if you need something for you, it's not hard to find type.
That's good. That's good. That is good. Listen, we got to go to a quick break. Don't touch that dial. Corey Paul on here preaching today. We'll be right back with more. Keep it locked. You tune into The Fixx.
And The Fixx is in.
Holy Culture Radio. We're not just background noise. We play the music that inspires you because every song has a story. Christian hip hop and R&B music and talk on Siriusxm channel 154, 24 hours a day. Holy Culture Radio is changing the game. Discussions about faith, arts, vocation, and education. We talk about the real issues that affect our communities and work together to find solutions. Join the discussion at holyculture.net and be heard.
Welcome back. DJ Focus, Dice Gamble. You tap back into The Fixx. We still got Corey Paul on. So come on, Corey, man. You've been preaching, man. Let's go a little deeper into this conversation because you broke some stuff down that was very much needed, that I know the audience needed to hear far as for ministry driven when you talk about Christian hip hop artists, or if you want to be of the faith and represent in this lane. So let's go on the opposite side. And I think you can share a unique perspective because you down in H-Town. So I'm going to say some names that I know you know. And let's talk about how they have done faith-centered, faith-infused music. They wouldn't particularly be Christian hip-hop artists. I can say a Bun B. I can say an ESG. I can say a Lil Flip. All them, those are artists you are familiar with. Shouts out to Flip. Flip just not too long ago made a song called God Got Us All. So what's your take on, because you there, you in the ground, you in the streets right there with them. You probably can pull up on them. What's your thoughts on mainstream artists making faith-based songs? And where is the process? Do you think they should be held to a standard of some type of discipleship if they choose to do it that way?
Yeah, that's good. That's a whole, round table, conversation that goes deep. And I'm familiar with it. The artists, the songs, everything, you know what I'm saying? And the way that I see it, I feel like when those artists make those songs about God, about Christianity, about whatever, I think that's what's up. I'm like, man, that's good, right? Because to me, I feel like they're artists, but they're also people. And I got people in my family. I got, my cousins or my brother, whatever, where they will tell you they believe in God. They will tell you, this, they pray, they do all of the things, but then they also gonna get out there and live that other life. You know what I'm saying?
Double cup. Let's be
Yeah,
very
they
clear.
still gonna double cup. They still gonna, hit the spot on the weekend. They still gonna do their thing. You feel me?
And they ain't going for chicken wings either, Dice. They ain't going to the spot. The spot he talking about, they ain't going for chicken wings either, Dice. Don't be talking about no chicken wings.
Nope.
When they walk in, that ain't what's shaking. That ain't what's shaking.
I'm trying to take it for my brothers. I'm like, I know y'all in there for the chicken wings. Listen, I know that's the only reason, bro. I'm just trying to help them out, Greg.
They might get them in addition, but that's not why they going. That's not where they going. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And right, so I don't think, according to the Bible, the process is done one way, right? I think ultimately, according to the Bible, you got to profess Jesus Christ and believe him is your Lord and Savior, and you know what I'm saying? But we know it's levels to that, right? Like it's levels to, technically I'm a Christian and I got in, right? And I'm a Christian and I have been pursuing the Lord God with all my heart and turning from sin and right? Like that, so I think that with those artists, what we see is that from them. You know what I'm saying? We see, hey, bro, this how I make my money. This my hustle. So this what they want from me. They want dope music. They want this. They want guns. They want drugs. They want that music. They're going to tell you, it's just like when Denzel played in Training Day. They're going to hit you with that line, But this is also who I am. So I think it's a good thing when they do put that out, right? But that does not cover or change or take away from the things that would be perceived to be negative that you're doing as well. It don't override it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make it okay. If anything, it lessens that message. You know what I'm saying? When I see your twerk song come up next to your God song, right? Like it doesn't jive together. You feel me? In the last part though, the discipleship that comes with that, I do think though that is an opportunity for conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because we never know what's really going on inside of the heart, and so sometimes I feel like maybe these songs are opportunities for people that are close to them and have a line to them to start those conversations. To help. Last thing about it, man, we shouldn't be listening to them no how. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was talking off camera about my little brother got saved, I'm not gonna tell my little brother to go look at Lil Flip for discipleship. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from Houston, and I had Lil Flip posters all over my wall, and I got all kind of love and respect for Flip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you want to talk about other stuff, maybe,
Right.
but not discipleship. Right. So like, I think that's the other thing too. We need to put them in the places that they're in, right? That's not what they for. So we shouldn't be looking at them for that anyway.
I agree. Yeah. Listen, Focus is like, I know she gonna say something. I mean, I've been saying it, but I'm glad you are saying it. To me, that's been my heart concerning this particular genre, is the lack of discipleship. But as the church, and I always, when I'm ranting, I always say we are the church. We kind of have failed in that area because we did kind of push back on the idea of it at all in the beginning. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we had to fight to get here, and so they're kind of on the back end of the fight where they are just now being received, and my prayer is that as they are received in different locations and churches and, in communities and things like that, that they are getting discipled, that other people are like, man, God really gave you a gift, why don't you come on Sunday or Wednesday? You know what I mean? So, and I'll be real, and they're going hard though, because some of them are all the way up. Some of them are all the way up, and got people protesting at their concerts. Like that's how all the way up they are for Jesus. So, yeah, but the discipleship piece is there. What about this Lil Nas X thing? Because I know you got a small opinion on it.
What part of it? Like, What?
I love how you set him up talking about a little part in it. He said, "Wait a
Little
minute,
bit. Just
What?
sit in
What
it.
part?
how much time we got? How much time we got?
Yeah.
Is this gonna
Definitely
be?
aware of the
Is
situation,
this podcast ready? Is this radio ready? Because how much we gonna have to edit out?
man. Yeah,
Ooh.
I,
yeah,
yeah, we talked about it, so we definitely want to hear your thoughts. Yeah, you know what? Less. It's been about a week now. You know, we all
Yeah.
know. You know, he's put the song out. Have you had a chance to at least sit and listen to the song?
I have not.
It's
have
good.
not. I have not listened to the song.
It's beautiful.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I can at least say that much,
Yeah.
However.
So I like I say, this could be a podcast, and y'all know I can talk. You know what I'm saying? From having me on here. So
Give us a short version. Give us a
let
short
me give
version.
you the short frame version.
Short version.
I feel like Lil Nas X he's giving it to his fans as he's getting it. Like I feel like he's living life, he's experiencing, he's having thoughts. He goes into the studio and he's like, "This is how I feel today," and he makes something and puts it out into the world. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that's like we're experiencing his process and his day, like his days. You know what I mean? So you know how when you were younger and you get mad and you do something, right? And then after you do it, you're like, I did that out of anger. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Fast forward as you get a little older, ideally, you get upset the same way, but then you can pause and you think through and you know what I'm saying? And I feel like with Lil Nas X, he's giving it to you as he goes. So when it comes to the like the overall conversation, and you know, I feel like ultimately he's making his own version of like God and faith. I don't think that he, based off the information that I know about him and the stuff that he posts and what he says, he's kind of coming up with his own version. I know y'all ain't trying to go, you know, turning this into another hour, but you know, they got churches with gay pastors. You know what I'm saying? Who would tell you they read from the ESV Bible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not making it about this or that. I'm saying these are groups of people that are taking Christianity and they're making it their own. So then when they put it out and you're holding it against what it really looks like with a honest translation of it, it's not the same, right? So it's gonna always be that friction, you know. So that's my, you know what I'm saying, that's my take on it. I don't think that he's, if you know your Bible, you're like, oh, what you doing ain't this. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing your own, you're making up something new, you know? So yeah.
Very valid point.
Yeah, we're gonna pray. We praying for the brother. We praying for the brother.
Definitely.
Yeah, praying for
him. Definitely.
Yeah. But I like how you said we're getting it in real time. And I do believe that's exactly what it is. You know, so and it does look messy, you know, when God starts tugging at your heartstrings, it's scary to watch anybody go through their process. And so we did talk about it, like Focus was saying, and we did pray for him. You know what I mean? Because I said, man, what a testimony if this is real. You know, like what a testimony that will become. You know, and so that's why I said my heart is that it is real, and it's not just I'm looking for attention or I had a bad day or, you know, I'm looking for God. It's like no, this is, you know, that was our prayer. It was like I hope it's real. And then you get that discipleship.
Right. Immediately. Yeah. Immediately. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. And I think
we appreciate
we had questions about that. Oh, no. You good.
No. Listen, we got to get you back, man, because every time we get you on here, man, we could talk for hours and hours.
Man, I love it. Every time I love it, man. When I come on here with y'all, I don't even be thinking about promotion or nothing. I'm just like, all right, what we talking about? Let's go. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's good. We love it. Thanks.
Come on, talk about this. Your track, your latest track. I think about it before you get out of here.
Think about it. Yeah, I think about it. I think about it's gonna come out and be streaming everywhere. It's a reflective track to kind of bring 2023 to a close. And in the track, I'm reflecting on everything that I've been through and thinking about in present day. Dang, I I possibly couldn't have been where I am today. It could have went wrong, but it didn't. And it's reminding me present day that when I feel like things are going wrong, right? That I believe in a God that has plans to prosper me and not harm me, to give me a hope in my future. You know what I'm saying? And so that's really the heart of the song, is to remember where you came so you can realize, like, all right, bet, that's how we're gonna get to the next part.
That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah,
Come on, Corey, man. Tell the people how they can connect with you, follow you on all your social media platforms, and please introduce your latest single.
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for having me. I am Corey Paul. Check me out. All socials is Corey Paul Music. I'm streaming everywhere. I want my new single, I Think About, is near and dear to my heart. First, listen to it on the Fixx, and then after you listen to it on the Fixx, then you go get it anywhere else you want to get it. I'm excited, man. Let's get it.
Much love, Corey. Keep it locked. You tune into the Fixx.
And the Fixx is in.